Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I am bringing you a nice quick flow routine that is great for a healthy spine. So this is for anyone that has maybe general back pain or you just want to maintain a healthy spine. So yeah, a nice quick flowy one. We're going to flow in and out of some nice spinal movement. But yeah, when you're ready, get a little bit of space, grab a mat and let's get ready to go. If we haven't met before, my name is Emma and I've got a guide dog that's at the side. The sun's now come out, so he's definitely going to be sunbathing instead. But I am visually impaired, of course, so it means that I try to audio describe as much as possible so that other visually impaired people, blind people, anyone can follow along nice and easily. But when you're ready, we're going to swivel round and we're going to shuffle right to the front of our mat. So we're going to have our knees bent, feet flat on the mat, and you're going to have the space, the length of the mat behind you. And I just want you to have the feet grounded, parallel, with the knees bent, so everything's in line, the feet, the knees are in line with the hip bones. And just run your hands down your shin, and just start to curve, or the shins rather, start to curve over the legs. So find this rounded shape over the legs, tucking your head between the legs, maybe, or just resting the head on the knees. Relax your shoulders down and away from the ears. And just start to feel this lovely stretch through the lower back. And just start to take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and you may feel your chest, your belly pressing onto the legs. And then as you breathe out, just see if you can deepen that stretch over the legs a little more. Good, just relaxing into the space, taking a moment to be a little bit more present with your practice. And then on your next exhale, start to draw your belly button away from your legs, feeling this slight belt contraction around your waist. As you now breathe again, allow the rib cage to expand, but the belly to stay nice and pulled in. And continue that breathing. Good. From there, we're going to slowly start to restack the spine all the way up. Keep holding on to those shins. And as you restack, see if you can lift your chest a little higher, like you're bending your upper back over something. Head is not dropping all the way back. And then tuck under and start to round yourself back towards the mat. So tuck the pelvis. Find that curve through the back again. Maybe holding the backs of the legs this time as you scoot back towards the mat. And then slowly come up, keep that curve. Allow the hands to run along the shins and curve back over the legs, just where we started. So again, we hold on to the backs of the legs and all the shins as we restack through the spine. We lift nice and tall and we see if we can do a little extra chest lift. We then curve back under, tuck the pelvis, rounding the rest of the spine as we roll back. Hands may slide a little lower down the backs of the legs as you roll back. And then we start to come up and we brush the shins, reaching for the feet as we curve over the legs. Just keep this flow going. Restacking, extending, curving back. Maybe you can go a little lower each time. Maybe take the arms off, engaging those abs a little more. And then go up and over the legs. We'll do this just a couple more times. Starting to warm up through the spine. Find this lovely flow. Really connecting the body and mind. Good. Maybe on the next one we can start to go a little bit lower. Can we tuck the pelvis, take the arms off and roll down bone by bone. Feel the lower back, the middle back, the upper back. We take our arms up and over our head, keeping the rib cage closed. Lowering the lower back to the floor. And then we lift the arms, we nod the chin and we peel like a stick of bone by bone. Up and over those legs again. So we're just deepening that roll down. We come back into our extension first. We scoot, we start to roll back. Taking the arms up and over the head. So if this fuller roll down feels a little bit too much, you're going to stay with the one we've been doing, the half, the 3/4. Just flowing in your own time. Good. We're going to add a little bit more to this as we roll down to the mat. Take the arms over, or keep your arms by your side rather. You're going to have your back of your head on the mat, the shoulders. You're going to flatten your back in towards the mat, lifting the hip bones or rolling them in towards the rib cage, and peel like a stick of bone by bone coming up into your bridge. Hips are high, weight is across the shoulders. And then we slowly roll down bone by bone from the upper back to the middle, to the lower, coming back to a nice natural curve. You might want to step the feet in a little closer for that. We go again, we flatten our back into the mat, pull the abdominals in, and then we slowly peel each part of the spine off bit by bit like a sticker until our hips are high. We're still tucking our pelvis under. The weight is across our shoulders. And then we roll back down bone by bone. So you can stay with this or stay with what we were just doing. Otherwise, we're going to combine both together. So we're going to come up into our bridge, peeling bone by bone. Remember to really feel each part of the spine working. Once the hips are high, take your arms up and over the head to the floor behind you. So the backs of the hands are now on the floor. From there, you're going to keep the arms there, like someone's pulling your arms to the other end of the room as you roll down bone by bone through the spine, back to a nice natural curve. From here, lift the arms up, nod the chin, press the lower back into the mat, and start to come up into your curl up. And let's curve up and over the legs. We come back into our extension. We curve back down and we go again. So we roll down. We're going to leave our arms by our side as we roll down to the mat. Maybe we step our feet in a little bit closer. We flatten our back and we curve up into our lovely bridge, our shoulder bridge. Arms go up and over the head to the floor behind us. Arms are being pulled the opposite way as we roll down bone by bone. Once we have our neutral spine, we lift our arms, we nod our chin to the chest, press the lower back into the mat. Use those abdominals to bring you up, curve over the legs. Let's just do this one last time. Carry on with that. Is the mat wet or is it cold? I do not know. Anyway, feels wet, but maybe it's just because all the windows are open. Good. Slowly roll down. Stay down on this next one. Find a nice natural curve through the back. And just allow your head to relax and sweep your arms out. So they're out to the side. Backs of the hands on the floor. Shoulder blades on the floor. And let's squeeze the legs together so the knees are still bent, the feet are flat. We're going to roll onto the outside of the right foot, peeling the left foot off. So both insides of the feet stay together. As we tip our pelvis over to the right, peeling the left hip off of the mat. Just hold it here for a moment and feel that stretch through the other waist, through the left arm, the shoulder, and then come back up to center and go to the other side. So we're rolling our hips up and over to the left. We roll onto the outside of that left foot. We feel that stretch going down through the right side, and then we come back up. And we just keep going from right over to left, getting this lovely rotation through the waist. Now, if you want to make this a little bit more challenging, less mobilizing, more challenging for strength, you're going to have your legs up in tabletop, where your shins are parallel to the ceiling. And you're going to continue that here, going from right to left. Now I'm going to add a tiny bit onto this. So again, with the legs either up or down, we're going to roll over to that right side. Now, if both feet are down, this will just be the top leg. If your legs are both up, it will be both legs. You're going to stretch either the top leg or both legs out to the side, kick them out to the side, and then fold them back in. Thighs stay together. Do that 2 more times. We do a kick out to the side, and we come back in. One last time, a kick to the side. We come back and we roll over through center to the other side. So we're rolling up and over to the left. Maybe it's just that right leg that kicks out. Maybe it's both, and then we tuck back in. Again, as we kick out to the side, we pull those abdominals in. We feel the backs of the hands, the backs of the arms on the floor. Let's come back up. Go one more time to each side. And maybe if you're like me and you're on a wood floor, maybe you can feel the coolness of the floor compared to the mat. Are we still breathing wide and full into our rib cage? Let's come back up and go over to the other side. Good. Squeeze those thighs together. Feel your back getting that lovely little rotation. Trying to keep the rest of the body nice and still. Good. Come all the way back to center. Hug your knees into the chest and just allow your legs to circle away like butterfly wings. A few times one way, back the other, massaging your back. And then come into a full body stretch. Reaching from your fingers all the way down to your toes. Good. From here, roll over onto your stomach. Good. Just keep rolling over, all the way over onto your front. And we're going to do a little back extension before we start to finish. So we're going to have our legs nice and long behind us, about shoulder width apart. And we're going to balance our nose, tip of the nose on the mat. Why do I feel like you're so far over that way? You're going to have your arms out to the side in like a W shape. So the elbows are bent. The palms are down on the floor and the thumbs are pointing out to the side, more in line with your ears. Adjust your arms as you need. You're going to roll your shoulders down your back, reaching them towards your heels. You're going to press your hip bones to the mat, so you're slightly tucking your tailbones, supporting your lower back. From there, run your nose up the mat just a little bit so your head is lengthened. And then slowly use the upper back to start to lift you away from the mat. Now you may find you can straighten your arms and start to come up a little more, but if you feel any pinching through the lower back, you're going to just stay with what feels best for you. And then bend the elbows, slowly come back down, rest the nose to the mat. We go again, we slightly lengthen out, push the head forward, find this nice reach through the crown of the head. Just come up to where you feel comfortable coming to, slowly coming back down. And we'll just do this a couple more times. So I'm really tight through my chest. My upper back is slightly rounded, so this always feels really nice for me to do this. Let's go one last time. Good, pushing up. And nice and lower. Take the hands underneath the chest. Tuck your toes under, sit all the way back towards your heels, rounding your spine over the legs, just like we did in that seated position to start with. Good, and then keep that rounded shape as you shift your weight forwards over the wrists. Keep that rounded shape, sit back. It's really nice actually as you sit back and you round, because you're getting that nice stretch for your back. Keep that rounded shape as you go forwards. Good, round your spine, keep rounding as you push back. Good, and then come forward. So we're going to add a little extension to this. So this time as you sit back, lift your chest, lift your tailbone to sit back. And then as you go forward, you're going to round your spine to go forwards, like a cat stretch. Wrists are underneath or hands are grounded on the mat. And you just take the weight slightly over your wrists. Arms are staying nice and straight, and you're literally just shifting from sitting back to your heels to sitting over the wrist. And then reverse it. So this time we extend to come forwards, and then we round the spine to go back. So we lift the chest, the tailbone to push forwards, and then we round to come back. And I just encourage you to move however you need. And you might even want to have a little wiggle from side to side, doing like a little cat stretch to each side. And then bring your feet together, open your knees, sit all the way back. into those hips and feel your lower back really stretching out here. Breathing nice and deeply. And then maybe bring the hands in, right elbow to the right knee, left elbow to the left knee. Bringing the hands together to create a little pillow for your head. Just breathe, take a couple of deep breaths in and exhales out. Allowing that imaginary corset around your waist to relax. As you breathe a little deeper into the belly, into the chest, feeling the entire body, breathing in that air, and then let it go. Good, in your own time, slowly roll up, give your shoulders a little roll, and that is it, you are done. Where are you, camera? Somewhere here, anyway. I hope you feel like your back has been able to move a little bit more. Those bridges are always lovely, and just some nice stretches. But yes, if you did enjoy it, please do give this video a thumbs up. I'm very close to 800 subscribers now. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next week for another one. Take care. Bye.